Hey, what is up my twisted gremlins? It's me, Lucid, and today, before we start the shiny hunting compilation, I just want to quickly show you guys how I shiny hunt. Now, as you guys can see on the screen, I have just made the legendary sandwich, which gives me the sparkling power, tidal power, and encounter power level 3, and this time I did it for rock. So I am following the recipes from Papa Jefe, and he has a lot of the sandwich making recipes for all the different types. So I highly recommend to check out his channel and look at the different recipes that he has and just choose the ones that you find are the most convenient for you. Alright, so today on our agenda we are going to be shiny hunting some rock type Pokemon, and we're gonna go here to the 0 gate. We're gonna go to area 0 and more specifically research station 4 because I have the rock power-ups enabled. There we go. Press right on the D-pad, it should come out, and we have 30 minutes to try and shiny hunt for as many Pokemon as you want. Now I do want to say you don't have to get the level 3 sandwich. I mean, obviously that is the best, so if you can, then you can make it, but if you are unable to access the Herba Mystica yet, I still do recommend eating a sandwich of, you know, said particular type before you go shiny hunting, because that is going to somewhat help you to increase the odds of the Pokemon that you want to shiny hunt for. And then of course, you know, if possible, try and complete the Pokédex and get the shiny charm. I just want to show how I shiny hunt in this game, and again, like with the rest of my shiny hunting videos, I want to put out a disclaimer at the start, and that is, at the end of the day, play the game however you want, shiny hunt however you want. If for whatever reason you don't like using the sandwiches or you don't like using my method, that is totally fine. You know, if there is another method that you prefer to use, then go ahead and use that, because you know what matters most is you are enjoying and playing the game however you want. So this is just the method that I use and the method that I find the most effective. So yeah, and you know, just a little guide to help you guys if there is, you know, like a specific shiny Pokemon that you really want to get. Perhaps, you know, this can help you get it a lot more easily. But yeah, first step, to pop a sandwich before you start shiny hunting. And again, you don't necessarily have to pop the Herba Mystica sandwiches. Just pop like a level 1 or level 2. You can find all the sandwich recipes over on Cerebi, and just eat one before you start shiny hunting. And then next, a great tip from Austin John, which is to find an area where, oh, what is that? Yeah, sometimes, I just want to point out, sometimes the Pokemon can like spawn inside a wall, like what you just saw. So just do be very careful about it. And I realized that the Glimmets are just so small that I have to sort of pay attention. But yeah, before I get too distracted, you want to go to an area where set Pokemon, for example, I have the rock power up right now, and I'm currently in area 0, and as you can see, the only Pokemon that are spawning are the Garganacls as well as the Glimmores and the Glimmets. And that's exactly why you want to pop a sandwich, because only Pokemon of that type will appear, and that will definitely increase the chances of you finding a shiny for the Pokemon that you actually want. And another thing is that area 0 is actually a really great place to shiny hunt. If you guys have noticed in my shiny hunting compilations, a lot of the shinies I found so far are here in area 0, just because there's such a wide variety of Pokemon that you can find. And of course, there are these new paradox Pokemon that spawn really frequently here. So if you're trying to get a shiny of that, definitely this is the place for you to go. And again, depending on what type of sandwich that you consume before coming here, the Pokemon that spawn are going to vary accordingly as well. So yeah, hopefully within this next half an hour I will be able to find either a shiny Glimmora or Glimmet or Garganacl. The Glimmet's gonna be kind of tricky. I did not account for that. I actually forgot that they can spawn. Yeah, I forgot that they can spawn alongside the Glimmora as well, but hopefully the shiny will be a Glimmora and not a Glimmet. The thing with the Glimmets is that because they're so small, the shiny, their like little petals are the ones that change color. It's a very subtle shiny, but because it is so small, it's kind of hard to miss. I mean, as compared to the Glimmoras and the Garganacls here. So you do want to keep an eye out for that. Not only for Glimmets, but even other Pokemon. For example, Tadbulb. That is just such an annoying shiny to hunt, and I probably missed like an actual shiny in the overworld because it's so small, and then its shiny is really subtle as well. So unless you're really paying attention and squinting your eyes, most likely missed one. You're not gonna see it at a glance. Tadbulbs, and then Palmies as well. Palmies are like really small for some reason in the overworld. Kind of sucks. But at least with Palmy, the thing with Palmy is that like at least its shiny is more noticeable as compared to like Glimmet or even Tadbulb for that matter. Right, so honestly, shiny hunting in this game has been extremely fun. I have been just loving it and getting pretty lucky at times. Like I think there have been at least 2 times now that within the half an hour of the sandwich boost, I've gotten like 2 back-to-back shinies. So yeah, it's definitely a really good way. I mean, of course, there's also Masuda method, and then there's also mass outbreaks are a thing in this game. Oops. But personally, I think that mass outbreaks aren't as good as compared to the sandwich recipes, because you do also need to sort of have to see what Pokemon is appearing in the mass outbreak, unlike with the sandwich recipes, where if you know a Pokemon spawns in a certain location, all you gotta do is just go there. And then also with the mass outbreaks in this game, you have to, if you want like greater chances to encounter a shiny, you need to first knock out between 30 to 60 Pokemon. And even so, the rate at which you find shinies through a mass outbreak is definitely not as high as just using the sandwich method. Like I've tried before, and the only reason that I got a shiny was because I got lucky, because I've done quite a few mass outbreaks now, making sure to knock out 60 Pokemon just to, you know, increase my odds. Oh, is that it? No. Okay, no, I don't think so. If you're shiny hunting in Area 0, PSA, in this area is a lot of spawns. When you're shiny hunting in this area, because of the crystal over here and the light that comes out from the crystal, it will sort of affect the coloring of the Pokemon. So if you're not sure, like I don't think that Glimmet looks shiny from afar, but once I went nearer to it, it just turned out to be a regular one. If you're not sure, like if the Pokemon you're shiny hunting for has a very subtle shiny, then I would recommend just using the Let's Go feature and have your Pokemon knock it out. If your Pokemon cannot knock it out, that means it's the shiny. But if it does, then you don't have to worry about it. The Let's Go feature is programmed so that if there is a shiny on the screen, your Pokemon will not knock it out under any circumstance. So you don't have to worry about that. And it's a good way to help you check whether a Pokemon is shiny or not if you're not sure. That area. Yeah, it's really just that area because I remember shiny hunting here for the Screamtail as well. Whenever I got to that area, I really had to like look really closely just because the color of shiny Screamtail. Oh, there we go. Interrupted me my thought. Okay, so whenever you encounter shiny, quickly save your game. You want to make sure that you actually get the shiny in the first try, because if I do turn off my game and reset it, my buffs are gonna be gone. So okay, I'm gonna probably try this a couple more times for a thumbnail, but really quick. Yeah, only like 13 minutes have passed. So there we go. Alright. I have Balladeer over here. Can use Spore. Alright. I'm not gonna use Quick Drain just because I don't want to knock it out. Alright. I'm gonna chance it with a ball because you're in a cave. Let me just throw a dust ball. Did you just see that in the back? There, another Garganacl! Another shiny Garganacl just spawned! Did you see that in the back? Why? I told you, I'm telling you right now. Guys, if you don't believe me, this video is just proof enough. No Viseria, no Hyper Beam for you. That's more important than that. Bruh. No. I'm telling you, if this wasn't proof enough... Oh. No! Not now. Not now, Ruby. Not now. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Everything's just trying to interrupt me right now. Did you see that in the back? Another freaking Garganacl! Second shiny. What did I say? I literally just said, using this method, I have been getting like back-to-back shinies. I can't make this up, like you guys saw it. There we go. I do want a shiny Glimmet though. Game, if you can hear me, I do really want a shiny Glimmet. Or Glimmora. So I would actually prefer a shiny Glimmora just because it's so much easier to see. Or to spot. But there we go. Double back-to-back Garganacl. With the sandwich. That is so freaking helpful. Also, please remember to save your game before you encounter a shiny, just in case. But then you also have to make sure that if you unfortunately knock out the shiny and you have like sandwich buffs going, yeah, literally 15, we are halfway through and I've gotten 2 shinies. But yeah, if unfortunately you knock out the shiny Pokemon and then you go and restart your game, unfortunately the sandwich buffs will be gone. So you really want to, well, saving your game is just, you know, just in case you get unlucky with a crit or something, but you want to definitely get it within your first try so that you still retain the sandwich buffs, and then you can continue shiny hunting for like other Pokemon. Like let's say, like I didn't want, for example, I didn't want like a shiny Glimmora or a Glimmet. I just wanted the shiny Garganacl and then I've gotten it, right? But you still have, you know, quite a bit of time for your sandwich buffs. You can quickly press the home button and then put your Switch in sleep mode. Do not restart it. Under no circumstance do you want to restart it. But put it in sleep mode and quickly, you know, hop onto Cerebi. I just like to use Cerebi. And then go and Game, you have got to stop interrupting me. Okay, I do want to point out that Glimmet was a lot easier to spot than I thought it would be. So, okay, let's just get that first. Alright, what's gonna be a good ball? You know what quick ball would do? Before this shiny Glimmet interrupted my thought, and I got a crit cap. Perfect. 3 shinies. Like, I cannot make this up. I really can't. Like, I'm just considering not even cutting out any part of this. Like, so far, my recording here shows 17 minutes, 18 minutes, and we've gotten 3 shinies, just like that. I mean, obviously you're not gonna get this lucky all the time, but yeah, it's definitely a really good strat, and I highly recommend it. But yes, as I was about to say, you want to, if you see that you have already caught the shiny that you want, and then you check your sandwich buffs and you still have quite a decent amount, like I think I have 15 minutes left, want to quickly put your game in sleep mode, and then, oh yeah, look at this. With the rock buff, just all stone journers. Yeah, quickly put your game in sleep mode. Press the home button, go into sleep mode, because that will not eat up any of your sandwich buff time. And then you can quickly just pop onto like Cerebi and go and search. So I have the rock type power. Go and search what other like rock types or whatever type that you're hunting. Go and, or if you know the location already, just quickly go there, and a lot of set type will spawn. So in this case, because I do want a shiny stone journer, I tried just now, but I wasn't that lucky. Yeah, and then I know that it spawns in the desert, and in fact, it is the only rock type that spawns in the desert. If I come here, yeah, only stone journers are gonna spawn. Sometimes you will occasionally get like 1 or 2 Pokemon that are not of that type. Like I have seen, like sometimes there's like a Donphan or a Cacturn or Braviary that spawns here, but like 99% of the spawns are gonna be stone journers, and then obviously that's gonna make my life so much easier to shiny hunt this thing. And even if you are running low on time, you don't want to give up until the end. So you can tell once the other regular Pokemon start spawning, that's a good indication that the buff has run out. Because there have been times where I got the shiny right at the very end when there were only like a few minutes left. Yeah, and that's basically it. Just pop down a sandwich every time before you're about to shiny hunt, and then go to a place, preferably a place where you know only that type of Pokemon spawns. So for example, in this case, a stone journer is the only rock type that can spawn in the desert, which is why if I want to get a shiny one, I will eat a rock type sandwich, and then I'll come here and they will spawn like crazy, and it will greatly increase the odds of you finding a shiny Pokemon. But as you guys can see, this is not like 100% guaranteed, because as you saw, even though I did have the sandwich and I did have so many stone journers spawning at the same time, I still was not able to find a shiny one. And because of that, if you don't find a shiny within the 30 minutes of you having your buff, all you gotta do is just restart your game and make sure that, well, first of all, make sure that you have autosaves off, and then save before you set up your picnic and before you make the sandwich, so that just in case you don't find a shiny, you will be able to just reset your game and get all your ingredients back, so you're not wasting anything. Okay, and then also for the more subtle shinies, if you're not sure if a Pokemon is shiny or not, you can just straight away send out your Pokemon using the Let's Go feature, and if it is not a shiny Pokemon, they will just kill them immediately. If they do not, if they have like the little, I guess, the little icon where they don't attack the Pokemon, then that is a good indication that it is shiny. I was able to get a shiny Sandygast. However, within that one recording, or sorry, within that one sandwich, I not only managed to get one shiny Sandygast, but I actually managed to get a second one. But because I actually already stopped the recording, I did not get it recorded, but I do want to quickly show here, yes, I have 2 shiny Sandygast. It's just a little bonus to the video. Ooh, okay, yeah. As you also can tell, both of the Sandygast are different. It's not the same one. This one is a male, I nicknamed him Parissa, and this is the female one, Rainis Fiara. So yeah, I am actually going to do some evolving. Sarion there. Over here, Otto, the giraffe rig that I caught a while back. There we go. Otto reached level 60. Shiny for Rigoroth. I really like these colors. I love like that cherry red and the white aesthetic, and then it still keeps the blue nose. There we go. How fitting that Sandygast should evolve in the desert. Well, there we go. Okay. Sand evolving in sand during a sandstorm. Right. There we go. Shiny Palossand. Shiny for Rigoroth, Otto, and then our shiny Sandygast, Rainis Fiara, our shiny Palossand, Parissa, and also our shiny Brood Bonnet, the Balladeer. There we go. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!